Yo guys, it's me, Steve, back again with another Card Wars video. Today we're going to be looking at my BMO the Artist deck. It's called BMO the Artist because it's a BMO deck focused around the idea of being able to draw cards. Pretty much the main point of this deck is being able to draw into an Impossible Possum Black Paladin combo, where you draw one Black Paladin and two Impossible Possums, allowing you to do an infinite damage combo. So Black Paladin's effect is that for every card that is discarded in this turn, your Black Paladin gets one extra damage, while Impossible Possum's effect is whenever it is placed into the discard pile, you can replace it with another card in your hand, and if that other card is an Impossible Possum, then you can replace that Impossible Possum with another Impossible Possum, and essentially giving you infinite discards for that turn, allowing you to do infinite damage with Black Paladin, and allowing you to do infinite damage to your opponent, since you're probably going to have a large enough hand to just nuke whatever is in your way using BMO's hero effect, which is discarding a card from your hand to deal 1 damage to a target creature. That being said, usually drawing into this is rather unlikely, so the rest of the deck is focused on being able to draw into this specific combo. The main workforce behind this is the strength crystals that I put in here. If you happen to draw all three within, which is not entirely unlikely since you draw 5 cards and you can just draw more. Since you draw more cards, you have more chances to get more strength crystals and more of the combo cards that you need. You pretty much draw 2/3 of your deck being able to draw if you drew and play all 3 of these. And the rest of these cards are pretty much there to support Strength Crystal as well as support this combo and trying to allow this to occur. Heavenly Gazer is here to let you put Strength Crystal back into your hand from the discard pile, while Schoolhouse is here to allow you to use Heavenly Gazer's effect to get Strength Crystal back from your discard pile if Heavenly Gazer is also in your discard pile. Genie Ghost and Embarrassing Bard are just supplemental cards to try to help you reach that 40. Try to help me reach that 40 card limit. Genie Ghost lets me play two strength crystals in 1 turn. Since it lets me pay 2 less actions to play my next spell, which is probably going to be Strength Crystal if I were playing a spell, and Embarrassing Bard just lets me draw freely. All these other cards are just random drawing cards. Elf Hut, a drawing building. Goat, 0 cost, fill space, draw card. Hamfist, just random card. The -5 attack would be an actual disadvantage, or actual cost to this card if you had a field, but usually you will not have a field in this deck until you place your Black Paladin to do the finishing blow. Grave Genie and Blueberry Genie are just there to Grave Genie is here to get your Strength Crystal back from your discard, while Blueberry Genie is here to draw more cards. Gnome Snot here, of course, staple, should be in every deck. It's really good, in my opinion. Psionic Architect is just here to let you use your Embarrassing Bard and your Genie Ghost twice as effectively. So yeah, well, a big concern that people would have over this deck is that you'll have no field presence, but that ultimately doesn't matter unless you're playing against a Corn deck or any decks of that like that just deal a shit ton of damage out of nowhere when your field's empty. But that's not really that important since you have 25 health, and most of the time you're not going to be able to do as much damage as you are drawing cards to murder them in 1 turn. The real only weakness to this strategy is this card, Quadrai. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to each opponent with 4 or more cards in their hand. It's a 0 cost card, so pretty much In this deck, you're always gonna have more than 4 cards in your hand, like no matter what. You don't have enough actions to really place cards down. So having Quadrai out, as well as a hard-hitting field, will allow you to just destroy this deck. But other than that, this deck's really strong. Allows you just wreck house with anything. So we'll get to see that happen in just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to jump into this match with Fernand, the same dude I always play with. And we're going to go ahead and use the deck right now.
Alright, hello, it's me, Fernand. I'm playing with the Grand Prix deck. It's just Sandy Lands, as you can see, just Sandy Lands landscapes. Grand Prix is a card from the doubles tournament, which we scanned in all the cards into Tabletop Simulator. Like on the Card Wars Tabletop Simulator that you can find on the workshop, it doesn't have the doubles cards, but we scanned them in. But we didn't scan in the hero cards, so you won't be able to see Grand Prix on the field here. Because we don't have that. Yeah, just superimpose the image and it'll be epic. Just put it over all of the landscapes. Yeah, just do a whole lot of work doing that. Alright, cool.
I was just gonna flash it on screen, but alright.
But now you have to superimpose it over all the landscapes.
I'm not doing that.
Just chroma key the brown on the table.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Anyway, start my turn. Oh yeah, Grand Prix effect. Well, I'll just say it. You can choose one card. Once per turn, you can take a card on the field and play it back down. And when that card goes back on the field, it takes 3 damage. It's not a very good explanation, but whatever. Lifeguard.
Just a vague explanation of what his deck does. It pretty much relies on his ability to place and replace creatures on his field.
It's mostly just powering yourself up by putting creatures back down.
It's similar to how useless swamp decks often scale off of how big their discard decks. Sandlands scale off of how powerful their field is.
It's more of a combo thing, like
I mean, yeah, obviously, but like the swamp thing, it's also a combo deal in specific situations. So, yeah.
Well, the way you play it is combo-y, but like having a big discard isn't really a combo thing.
So yeah, it was that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. So I draw a card and pray to God. Did not get anything good, so we're just gonna go ahead and play.
Because I got a good hand.
Play an embarrassing board and pray. We're gonna flip this boy and draw 1 card. We're gonna play a Hand Fist and draw another card. Hand Fist. This creature loses 5 attack, but I get to draw a card.
It's fluked anyways.
Yeah. So I draw a card, and then I play a goat to try cover my ass a little bit. Actually, we're gonna replace. The usefulness of Embarrassing Bard far outweighs the ability to draw another card. There was a potential that I could have won second turn if I had drawn just the right card, replacing Embarrassing Bard, but I don't feel like that risk would be justified in this situation. So we're just going to go ahead and wait it out, and that'll be a turn.
That'll be damaged up. Lifeguard takes 1. The goat takes 2. My turn. Lifeguard Lobster doesn't apply yet. Draw a card. Alright. Alright, I have 2 actions. Use Bailout. I put Lifeguard Lobster into my hand, then I place it down. That's 1 time I've placed it in the creature. So I have 1 action now. I place... let's see.
So you use Bailout to return Lifeguard Lobster back into his hand, and then replay it over here.
Alright, then, so that's 1.
So that's his first action.
Then I use Quick Pick Me Up to get 2 actions, put Lifeguard Lobster back in my hand. So now I have 2 actions. I use repelling rock crab. Place it back down to give it 3 damage. Play free fall.
So he plays repelling rock crab. I'm not sure why he placed it in those two.
I use free fall. So that's 3 put downs this turn.
Oh, I see. So he was pretty much farming the amount of damage that he could output in that situation through placing and replacing each creature. So since he took his
yeah, it's 3.
Where's your boy? What was his name? The lifeguard lobster. He used or quick pick me up. Yeah, he used bailout to take him off. Play him over here. Quick pick me up to take him out, and then play a separate card, and then use the free fall to gain damage onto this boy. So that means I will be taking 4 damage this turn. 5 damage plus.
All of my creatures take gain.
Really?
Yeah, free fall.
Oh wow! So I'm taking a bunch of damage from that.
Taking plus 3, so that's 4. So that's 8.
So I take 8 damage.
Yeah. There.
And
right, your turn.
I start my turn. I draw a card. So I'm gonna search my discard.
So the biggest combo maker in my deck is free fall, but like it's better if I have a setup field because it applies to all my creatures. Obviously, it was my second turn, so I couldn't really have much of a setup field unless I had a bunch of zeros, which I didn't. So
I don't really have a lot of recourse to this. I'm just gonna go ahead and play Psionic Architect there. And I'm gonna flip this boy to get a draw card real quick.
Then you Psionic Architect.
Then I don't use Psionic Architect at all because I got a Strength Crystal out of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw 5 cards.
Pretend like Psionic Architect never happened.
Pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, no. So this turn I pretty much just flipped Embarrassing Bard, and then drew Strength Crystal, and then drew 5 more cards. And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, I draw a card. She makes the boy stare at her legs. Alright, Louis told me to stop singing.
You can sing, it's fine. It's just that, like, just in random situations, like, especially at the beginning when I'm trying to explain stuff. It's
put down Miss Mummy, I put down Lifeguard Lobster. Pretend I did that in the opposite order.
Cool, so he puts down Lifeguard Lobster, and then he put down Miss Mummy.
So whenever I put down a creature, I must heal 1 damage from another creature, so that includes enemy creatures. So, but since my Repelling Rock Crab has damage on it, I wanted to heal it, so I chose Repelling Rock Crab. So yeah, damage step. Since I used both of my actions, Miss Mummy takes 1, Goat takes 1, you take 1 direct, you take another 1 direct, Bear Supply takes 2, Lifeguard takes 1, and that's it. Your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to draw a card before we end the game. And we're going to go ahead and play... how much health does this have? Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and play our Black Paladin right there. Go ahead and remember to flip our Embarrassing Bard real quick to get another card, just to ensure the win even more. So I'm gonna use Gnome Snot since I have an extra action, since I only played Black Paladin this turn, draw 3 more cards. And to flex on him even more, I'm gonna go ahead and use Ham Fist to draw another card. I'm gonna use Ham Fist on Black Paladin since it's irrelevant. I draw another card, and I'm just gonna start the hand loop. Initially, I'm gonna go ahead and nuke this boy out using BMO's hero effect. for every discarded card from your hand, or discard a card from your hand, deal 1 damage to target creature. I'm gonna go ahead and discard 4 cards to kill Miss Mummy. That's a 1 card, that's a 2 card, that's a 3 card, that's a 4 card. I just needed to discard 3 since he already had 1 damage on him, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill as many things as I can in this turn for no reason other than I want to see him bleed. So that's 1 card, that's 2 card, that's 3 card, that's 4 card, that's 5 card. This boy's dead now. Can we kill this card? Yes, we can. We can kill this card. That's 1 card. That's 2 card. I could not kill him. Actually, I lied.
Jake's 2?
Oh wait, no, I can totally discard 1. I'm gonna discard Impossible Possum. Takes 5. Let's go. And you know what? Impossible Possum's effect lets me combo into the hand loop that we have nerfed this deck for. So pretty much, I'm gonna just pretend that I'm gonna just whoop, 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 and then do that for like 10 more minutes until Fernan loses the game. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this while Fernan starts to explain things about his deck that we didn't get to see since this deck's broken and why.
Well, like, I don't know if the ideal combo on my deck, it's just that what you want to do is do that sometime early when they have empty lands open and do just a ton of damage with a big combo by putting a lot of cards back in your deck. Unfortunately, I couldn't really do that much of it, so I only ended up doing 8 damage, but you can do a lot of damage with you can, like, or if it was in a deck that you didn't want to immediately kill them and they just had a strong field, well, you could also do like 6-7 damage in each of your lanes in 1 turn, which would be like devastating if someone had a whole set of field.
So how much free falls do you have in your deck actually?
I don't know. 2?
Do you have 3? Why not 3?
I don't think 3. 3's too much.
Really?
You don't want to draw into combo cards that much. Like, I care more about drawing into my monsters and combo cards, because you can't put combo starters on the field. Or you can't put combo cards on the field. You can put monsters on the field.
That makes sense.
I care more about field presence than making the combo happen. So it's probably only 1, I think, actually. Like, I don't want to have that many, but I only see 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, I only see 1. Because, like, yeah, it's an ideal thing, but, like, even at 1, you're gonna draw into it in the more ideal situations. Because if I had 3, well, I'd just, like, draw into it, and it wouldn't be, like, an ideal situation for it anyways, so it wouldn't matter. That's, like, an idea in deck building. Like, if you have an essential card like that can be really powerful, but isn't good in all situations, then you don't want to put 3 of it. Even if it's something you want to see, you want to put 1 of it or 2 of it, because it's something that is situational but can still, like, net you wins.
That makes sense.
But you learn from more games. Like, you play more games, you learn what cards you think like are actually better in different situations, because it's not always what you think.
Is this excluding decks that are specifically built around winning in one situation, like my deck right now?
Yeah, of course, but there's still different ways. Like, there's no side decking in Card Wars, but
not yet. We haven't developed the meta.
But you could easily insert the rules in. It's not like if we just played a match, say 3 games, the best 2 out of 3, and we had side decking, then yeah. Which
is why it's so much more important for you guys to join our Discord and join the community, try to help us develop the meta for this dead game, bring it back to life.
Because
stop bullshit from happening ever again.
Side decking is important, especially in Card Wars, because, like, there's a lot of counter cards, but no one's ever gonna play those normally in their decks. If side decking was a thing, well, it actually makes sense to have those counter cards in a side deck. Because, like, say this matchup right here, well, there are cards that stop you, that you take damage from discarding.
Oh yeah, so if people were able to side deck, this would be completely viable of a deck. Like, it'd be so easy to shut this down.
Yeah, because side decking, like, that's another thing. Another thing about side decking is that, like, you only get to replace cards that are in your deck. You don't just put them into your deck. You replace cards in your deck. So you have to have cards ready to take out.
But there's no card limit, which we should also fix. I have another deck that explains why we need to limit cards in decks. We'll go over that in another video, probably the next one. I don't know why I can't make a real deck. I seem to just be an asshole who likes to take advantage of flaws in the system.
But that was what I was talking about. That was another thing about side decking, right? If your deck's too big, well, and you like want a side deck, well, side decking, usually the side deck is limited. Say it's 15 cards. Well, then you need, if you have only, you're gonna, in your side deck, you're gonna have a lot of different cards that counter a lot of different things. Say you only have like, I only have like 3 cards in my side deck that would counter Luis's strategy. Well, then I'd have to, like, if I have a lesser deck, then I can actually draw into those cards. If I had too many cards in my deck, well, then there would be like almost no point to the side deck because, well, I wouldn't draw into those cards I'm trying to put in anyways.
Well, anyways, bring it back into the game that we're playing right now, the match that we're playing. It might seem that my deck seems like extremely unfair. You can easily shut it down, or not easily, but like reasonably shut it down with a single card from, was it the expansion pack, the booster pack?
I don't remember which cards.
You just need to pull out the Quadrai, and I will slowly die from just having a massive hand. What that does is, I'll probably have explained it, but pretty much you draw the Quadrai. That's the game. So yeah.
And there's also a cord card that does damage for each of the cards in someone's hand, so you could easily kill Luis in one turn with that.
So yeah, it's really easy to just end the game. Or for me, if you have the right cards. So, but other than having those cards, there's no really other counterplay to this. So you just got to be ready for it to be played, which is why we've kind of banned this strategy all out. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Right now we brought the meta around 1v1, or just one match 1v1. So
yeah, so we're just trying to make it work out with the rule set that we have set up right now. Again, join our community, join our Discord, try to play this game with us. It's actually really fun when you're not doing stupid shit like I'm doing. Yeah. Thanks for watching, the three people who are watching right now, I suppose. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep pressing backwards while Fernand does his closing.
Hope this video was shorter than the last one.
Thanks for watching. Love you.
Love.